Hi everybody, welcome to the Planet 46 Comic Show. I'm Matt Price, I'm here with Kyle Roberts. Kyle, what's going on this week?
Iron Man 3 trailer is out, Clark Kent quits his job, and some Walking Dead magazine. All that and more this week on Planet 46 Comic Show. Yeah, first up, Iron Man 3, Iron Man's back.
Yeah, this is kind of exciting. The first trailer for Iron Man 3 was released first at Apple and now of course other places. The action-packed trailer features the first look at several elements from the upcoming film to be directed by Shane Black for a May 3rd, 2013 release. So Iron Man 3 stars Robert Downey Jr. as the brash but brilliant industrialist Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. According to Disney, in Iron Man 3, Stark faces against an enemy whose reach knows no bounds. When Stark finds his personal world destroyed at his enemy's hands, he embarks on a harrowing quest to find those responsible.
It looks, you can see right here.
What do you think?
It looks very dark, very deep almost.
Yeah, there's a big Kingsley kicking up. Check it out. Oh man, I hate it when I just remodeled. I just did the carpets.
And a lot of people kind of compare it to looking more like a Dark Knight type thing. I mean, maybe it's Iron Knight Rises.
Yeah, the Iron Knight. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm kind of excited. Of course, this is May 3rd. It'll be right around Free Comic Book Day next year. Both the first two movies in the series have done very well, so I look forward to probably pretty good success for 3 as well. 3, sometimes that's a hard one in the series to hit, but
it's going to be a good one.
From the trailer, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay.
Sweet, and that kind of leads us to our question of the day. What do you think of Mandarin? And is that a good choice for a villain? He's a pretty big villain in the Iron Man franchise.
Yeah, and of course it's a big time actor, Ben Kingsley in there. So, what do you think? Is that a good idea? Bad idea?
Goes from
Wait
Gandhi
and see.
to Mandarin.
A little different. A little different. Okay, so let's look at the next topic.
Yeah, Clark Kent says, you know what? Heck with Daily Planet. I'm out of here.
He's out of here, man. Clark Kent quits his job at the Daily Planet in Superman issue 13, first reported by USA Today. Here's what the writer Scott Lobdell said to USA Today. Superman is arguably the most powerful person on the planet, but how long can he sit at his desk with someone breathing down his neck and treating him like the least important person in the world? Superman was one of the characters most changed by DC Comics' New 52 relaunch of a year ago. He was no longer married to Lois Lane and had a new costume as well. Over the long history, 70 plus years of the character, he's left the Daily Planet before, most notably to become a TV reporter in the 80s. What's he going to do now? I don't know. He's going to
join the circus. It's about the same level.
We'll see. Well, I bet we'll see him do some type of new media journalism. He might get like a video comic show, but yeah, I think somebody's already taken that.
Yeah, we already got that.
All right.
Finally, topic 3. Walking Dead magazine is coming this way.
Yeah, the Walking Dead magazine is out this week. The show, of course, came back on this month, and the official magazine from Titan takes an inside look both at the show and the comic book on which it is based. The zombie survivalist epic is in its 3rd season on television, and of course in 2012 the comic book released its 100th issue, kind of a milestone for an indie type series. The magazine features interviews with Robert Kirkman and many others at the show. Here's what Kirkman said in the magazine. There really is a sense we are finally getting to the good stuff. We're finally getting to the governor and finally getting to Michonne. We're going to see these really cool and really exciting characters which took the comics world by storm in the TV show. So that's coming up, and I know you love zombies.
Not
so
really.
that's going to be exciting.
Cool. And then you know what? Let's get into the review file.
Let's do it.
First up, we got Captain America number 19.
Yeah, Steve Epting returns for the final issue of Brubaker's Captain America, and it kind of works as a coda to the entire 8-year run that Brubaker's had on the title. Captain America visits the 1950s Captain America, who's in a secret SHIELD hospital. He talks to the injured, only partially responsible William Burnside as he recounts the reasons that Steve Rogers became Captain America in the first place. It's a good look back at the history of Captain America and what makes the character important, as really one of the great runs of the 21st century so far comes to a close. Brubaker's been on the book since 2005. Of course, Captain America was killed, came back, lots of stuff has happened. That entire run wrapping up this week.
Sweet, and you're a Cap fan, thumbs up?
Yeah, absolutely. Very excited to, sad to see Brubaker go because it's been so good, but it's tough to do an ending in comics, and he kind of gets to wrap things up on his own terms.
Good. And next up is Wolverine Max, number 1. This seems like a very chaotic issue.
It's Wolverine taken to the max degree, that mature reader's hyper-violent deal. Novelist Jason Starr takes on the reins of Wolverine for a story set in modern-day Tokyo. Logan gets amnesia following a terrorist attack. There's some appeal, of course, to the idea of Wolverine cut loose, apparently, especially compared to how he's more moderately portrayed in things like Wolverine and the X-Men right now. But I would say Max gets off to a bit of a bumpy start. The language and violence is very unfiltered, but I don't think a whole lot brand new comes to the character in this first issue. But he does have a feel closer to the late 1980s version of his character. You got two different styles of art that mark when the flashbacks are going on, different points in Wolverine's memories. Marvel not too long ago tried a darker-hearted Wolverine with that Best There Is series, and that wasn't particularly to my taste. Max is closer, but I'm staying still no cigar.
All right, there you go. And then finally, Ghost #1.
This is Kelly Sue DeConnick, who brings back Dark Horse's spectral hero Ghost in a new ongoing series. In the new series, there are two Phantom Hunters on a reality TV show who accidentally resurrect a ghostly figure. They were attempting to contact this legendary Resurrection Mary character of Chicago, though the woman that results from the use of the device could be somebody entirely different. The device immediately gets them into trouble. Others are seeking it as well. Meanwhile, Ghost herself isn't sure of her own identity. She reluctantly joins forces with these Phantom Hunters to look into her past. This is Phil Noto is the artist, and it's a pretty good relaunch from Dark Horse.
Cool, and I'm guessing your pick isn't Wolverine. Is it Ghost? Or
I'm going to say Captain America. It's my last chance to pick, and Ed Brubaker Captain America is my pick of the week.
So you just have to, right?
I'm going to do it, yeah. All right.
Cool.
So, hey, come back next week, guys. We'll have more comic book and movie news. For Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.